We've made some significant progress in the last few weeks. I just want to quickly dive into the demo of what we have today. All right, so you can see two screens. On your left, there is, of course, code, and on the right, there is Telegram. And I have a bot initiated. So let me just switch on the watcher on the left hand side so that it can start receiving the messages from Telegram. Okay, now the watcher is running. I can start the bot. Okay, perfect. So it is acknowledged, and I can send instructions. So maybe I'll just send one of the classic instructions, and I'll explain what the MCP has to do. So as you can see on the left hand side, it is looking for all the available tools and informations. And right now it's limited to 5 steps, and hence it'll be processing the information one by one. In order to break this down a little further, so it needs to understand what the current F1 standings is. So it is supplied with a web search tool, which is DuckDuckGo in this instance. So it goes through the top searches, gets the current F1 findings, and places that information in Google Sheets file and send the link to so and so email ID. That's what it is supposed to do. And let's see what happens. Before even starting off, of course, what it has to do is it'll have to look for the queries slash prompts that are coming from Telegram and has to watch. It's in the last leg of the process. It's going to hopefully send an email with the spreadsheet link. Looks like it's done and F1 standings have been inserted. Let's head back to our Gmail and see if we've received an email. Awesome. Okay, perfect. So this is exactly what we are looking for. It was able to place the data in this sheet and share the link with us. That's exactly what is expected. But in terms of its capabilities, I can do a follow up or maybe ask a different question altogether. So let's say I'm doing a bit of research on L&T company, and I wanted to send a brief to me on so and so email ID. Let's see what it does. Again, it has started the agent, started the loop. This agent also uses an atom cognitive structure, so which means that it is going to use 4 layers: perception, memory, decision, and action. So it's going to go through all of those layers. It'll try to assess what are the tools, and it'll call the relevant tools. But before even doing that, it'll try to perceive what was asked by the user and produces the intent. Again, it's in the last leg. Let's see what it does. I think it was able to summarize. Okay, perfect. So it's been sent. Let's check that out as well. Okay. So it's sent twice. Interesting. So I think this was triggered twice in step 4 and step 5. Headquartered and so and so. Okay, whatever. I could also go ahead and ask various different bunch of questions that is available on internet. But I just want to stress on one thing. As I mentioned, this is built on atom cognitive agentic structure, ensuring that very minimal hallucination and breakage in the overall pipeline. But also would like to specifically highlight the fact that none of this has been built using LangChain or LangGraph. Although some of the packages on Python, such as Trufflatura, which is a cutting edge package for fetching all the web content in a readable LLM format. So my point is that it's been built up from scratch. So in case you're looking for some inspiration to do the same without having to rely on LangChain or LangGraph or the usual tools such as N8N, because I rarely could find any information on internet to be able to run this agent overall. So it's a pretty good learning experience for me so far. Um, I think in the next one we're going to integrate all. This is already integrating two MCP servers. As you can see, there is a Google MCP server and there is also a web search. So what these two does is, one is specifically for the tools related to Google, such as opening the sheets and making it available for public, copying the link, and so on and so on. And while the web search focuses more on the DuckDuckGo element of it, so it searches the web. So it's already using multi MCP. On top of it, we also have the planning being done properly. So it also supports multi models as well. In this case, it supports Gemini, Olama, etc., various profiles, and supports memory. So quite some significant progress there. If you would like to check this out further, I think I'll leave the link to my GitHub repo. Feel free to check that out. Yeah, that's all for this video, guys. Thank you.